It's spooky season, bitches. And with that, we get Halloween candy. We can eat as much candy as we want and not feel judged. You can buy a family pack of candy twice in a month, and there will be no judgment. They're like, oh, they're just stocking up for Halloween candy. And there's a big discussion here. We need to all just settle this. What is the best Halloween candy? Let me know down in the comments what you think is the best candy. And I'm going to be ranking all the different types of Halloween candy and just make my own list. And do not tell me I am wrong, or actually tell me that I'm wrong and how I'm wrong down in the comments so that I get more interactions. Now, let's go over everything that I got. All right. So I got, this probably sounds awful on camera, on the microphone, but I got a big 90 count bag of just different nerd candies. Like there's the nerd ball chewy things. There's like the little gravel, like basically the actual nerds that taste like you're eating fish gravel, you know? I don't know the words for it, but I got that. I also got M&M's, Twix, peanut M&M's, and Snickers. Please do not cut that audio and make it sound like I said a bad word. I'm talking about the candy right here. I'm talking about this. Don't cancel me. Also got Kit Kats, and you know, I had to get the Halloween edition. You know, you gotta. It's spooky season. You have to get the spooky kind. So it's like Breaking Bones, crisp wafer, and white cream. Pretty nice. I know it's not the actual one, but this is probably one you would see in your Halloween trick-or-treat bucket. And then, of course, the elite Halloween Reese's Peanut Butter Cups in the shape of pumpkins. Pumpkins. These are the best kind, but a close contender is the Christmas tree ones around Christmas time. We also got the Double Bubble bubble gum. I didn't realize it, but I got the sour version of it. Don't know if it will be any better or not, but you know what? We'll try it. That's something you'll see often in your Halloween bucket. Next up, this was actually suggested by the people that I work with, and they give high praise to these. It is Tootsie Roll Caramel Apple Pops. It's like Tootsie Pops, but it's like a caramel apple. Like customers were saying that this is great. The people I work with, they said this is great. So let's see if they're telling the truth or not. And if they're not, I'm going to clip it and show it to them. Next up, we got the Twix. This one is actually, one of my coworkers suggested this bag specifically because the insides there is actually green. So I don't know how I feel about that because Halloween and all that. Don't know how I feel about the green. Don't know if I'm gonna have green poop after this, but you know what? We'll find out. And of course, we got the classic Tootsie Roll, because you know, why not? Like that's another candy that you will find in your candy bucket on Halloween. And to end it off is the most controversial candy of all time. I mean, you can already see it here on the table, so I'll just reveal it. Candy corn. People love it, people hate it. There is no in between. And I am here to settle the debate of if candy corn is actually good or not. And one candy I didn't think to get, but I've heard was also good. It's the same as candy corn, but it's those little pumpkin ones. Yeah, they've said that no, those are really good. Haven't tried them myself, and you know what? I have a good selection here. We're just gonna go with what I have. And to start this off, I think I'm gonna start with Kit Kat. Speaking of, I didn't even mention the ranking system, but I think the way I'm gonna rank it is, actually, I should probably get a notepad for this because I do not have a document or anything keeping track of all this. So let's do S, A, B, that's not a B, that's a B, C, D, and F. Sure, we'll do it that way. And as I rank them, you'll see them pop up on camera, probably right here, or either on either side of my face, it'll pop up the ranking for that candy. So yeah, we're just gonna go with, we're gonna start off with the Kit Kat Breaking Bones. Oh, I didn't even notice the little packaging. Look at that. That actually shows up on camera. You know what? I'll just zoom in. But it's cute little packaging. It's got a little skeleton on it. You know, he looks all happy and cheerful about all this. You know, I didn't get a water. I didn't think about that. Hold on, let me get a drink real quick. All right, now that I have my water, let's start with the Kit Kat. So, is this actually 1 or 2? It is 2, actually. Now, you know, with the Kit Kat, I have 2 options here. I can make you guys hate me and just take a bite, or I can break this off. You know what? I'm just gonna break it off. You know what? We're gonna do it that way. Let's not create chaos, and let's just keep things civilized around here, you know? Okay. All right. So, little just white chocolate Kit Kat. Honestly, not bad. I kind of like the white chocolate compared to the regular one. Now the question is, where would I rank this? It's not the regular Kit Kat because I didn't think about that. I would say that Kit Kat is an A tier. You know, it's great and all, but there's better ones out there. There's better candy out there. It's a solid contender, and I think A is a great spot for Kit Kats. Like, pretty basic candy bar, basic candy. Yeah, it's just solid all around, but it's not the best that there is. Next up, let's go with a simple but classic, the peanut M&Ms. Now, I used to eat these all the time. Like, growing up, I wasn't a big fan of like the peanut M&Ms, not so much. But as I got older, like, I found myself like, oh, I got a sweet tooth. You know what? Let's go with some peanut M&Ms. And so I kind of burnt myself out on these, but let's give it a try. The peanut M&Ms. I just bit half of it off on accident. All right, 5-second rule. With peanut M&Ms, you can't just have like one. You gotta have a little bit more. No, because I burnt myself out on them, and just peanut to chocolate ratio isn't that great, surprisingly. I think peanut M&Ms are gonna have to go in C tier. So yeah, I think it goes in C tier. Like, it's nice, but it could be better. Like, there's other stuff out there. Like, it's a mid candy bar, or not even really a candy bar. It's a mid like Halloween candy. Like, I would probably trade my peanut M&Ms for something else. Sticking to the chocolate theme, let's give Snickers. Now, I want you to listen closely to what I just said. This candy bar, this candy, this is the candy that I am going to try. I am not going to say the name again because I'm not going to give you guys any more chance to basically cancel me. So let's go with this candy bar. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this because I'd say it's above a Kit Kat. But is it S tier worthy? Looking at my options here and what I have so far, I would probably say that they belong in S tier. Because S for Snickers, you know? I am just trying, I'm asking to get canceled right now with how many times I'm saying that name. Next up is the Twix. This is the Halloween edition, the Ghoulish Green. And I'm actually quite curious as to how this looks. Oh my god. So part of the chocolate didn't cover it all, but just look in that if you guys can see it. Here, I'll take a bite and show you guys. See what this green is about. The caramel, chocolate, and whatever the hell the center is. Shrek. I don't know. It's a good combo. The solid candy. And here's a look of the inside. Can't tell if that's showing up on camera or not. Kind of see the green. You can kind of see the green in there. And as I'm eating all this candy, I'm starting to realize this is a lot of sugar. This is a very unhealthy video idea, so please leave a like on this video if you haven't already. I did not think this through. And right before this video, I just got into town and I drank a Monster while I was on the drive here, so I'm not going to sleep tonight. But where would I put Twix? You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern because I think I'll put Twix at S tier. One of my favorite candies. The just chocolate caramel combo. It's just something about it, man. Like, it's just really good. It's a top tier candy. And next up is the classics, M&M's. Got the little mascots on it. Look up, it's a classic. M&M's are a classic, but are they still as good as they were? But if you ask me, M&M's, the best kind, are the ones that you come in a tube, you know, like that you would get as a kid, that are like itty bitty. Those are the best ones. Those are goated. I think they made them in a bag form, I believe. Don't know if it was a limited time thing or if that's like a permanent thing. But that just shows how great those are, that they actually turned it into a bag. Alright, let's just do 2 M&M's. Alright, 2 M&M's. No. No. Just no. I'm not feeling M&M's. The classic ones, it's just... One, it just tastes too sugary. Speaking of which, how much sugar is in this? This unit not label. Okay, whatever. Cool, it doesn't say. Does it say on the big bag? M&M's. How much sugar? 17 grams of sugar. Let's see. The peanut ones have 9. The other candy I'm not going to say so I don't get canceled has 9. Just to give you an idea. And for classic M&M's, I'm probably going to put it in D tier. Because it's just not it. Like, it's better. It's worse than the peanut ones. The peanuts are still low, like it's mid. But it's like right underneath. It's just the chocolate and all that. Like, it's not good. There's a reason that they made so many spin-off versions of M&M's, because the classic isn't good. They're like, oh, this product failed, let's try other ones. And I gotta say, if I do have M&M's, my go-to are the coffee ones or the pretzel ones. Those are amazing. I think the pretzel might take the cake for it, but it's like really close together, like between the peanut or not the peanut, the coffee ones or the pretzel ones. My God, who designed this bag? Thor? All right. Next up, we have the Nerd Gummy Clusters. I've never actually had these before. I didn't know that these were a thing. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I take that back. I knew somewhat that they were a thing. I think my oldest sister told me about these or let me try one or something. I can't remember. I don't remember fully. I have a terrible memory. But also remember that they had a Nerd Rope version of these. I think those are my favorite. But the one that I had that was a Nerd Rope was, we'll just say special for the sake of YouTube. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It was special. It was good. Nerd clusters. Oh, these look cool. Look at that. Don't know if that shows up well on camera because I'm pretty far away. But yeah, let's give it a try. This shit is hitting. Sweet and gummy inside with the tangy and crunchy outside. You know, I kind of like these. Oh, I'm gonna be snacking on those. I'm keeping those. I gotta put these, the Nerd Gummy Clusters, in S tier. These are the shit. If you have not tried these, I highly recommend it. If you don't like the Nerd candy, like gravel things, then I would give this a shot. Give this a try. If it was like a texture thing for you, for the actual Nerds, I would give this a shot because it's got like that gummy texture on the inside that very well complements the outside crunchiness, and it just blends well together and it's really good. So Nerd Gummy Clusters are gonna go in S tier. Sticking with the Nerds, we're gonna try the Nerd, or the Big Chewy Nerd, which is basically the same thing, but the design for it is a bit different. Like, these look a lot different and a bit weird. But I already have high expectations with the Nerd Gummy ones. It kind of, you know what it looks like with how this looks? It kind of reminds me of... My brain just shut off there. What does this remind me of? What does this remind me of? What's that cereal? The little fruity ball cereal. What is it? Why am I drawing a blank? What is that called? Not Cocoa Puffs. Not Fruity Pebbles. Trix? I think is what I was thinking of. Kind of reminds me of Trix in a way. Let's give it a try. That kind of was a letdown. The soft, chewy inside, the flavor, and like just how it tastes. Let me make sure it's not just that one. Let's try a different one. No, it's not just that. It's all of them. You know, I'm putting it in D tier. In D tier. The Big Chew Nerds go in B tier. They're not as great as the Nerd Gummy ones that we had before, the Gummy Clusters. Because the center, like whenever you bite into it, it has that same like texture and taste as gum. And it just feels like I'm chewing gum and eating gum with like nerd flavors. And it's not good. It's not there. And speaking of gum, we have the Double Bubble Bubblegum Sour. Oh, that smelled awful. Oh, God. Oh. Why do I keep smelling it? It smells awful. It's like a chemical smell with like artificial flavor. I mean, that is a chemical smell, but let's try, which one are you? Double Bubble Blueberry Bubblegum. I'll give this a try. It is a Double Bubble Blueberry Bubblegum. Don't know how well this is gonna be. We all know Double Bubble does not taste good at all. But we'll give it a try. Oh God, it's hard as a rock. Getting a jaw workout doing this. Don't take that out of context. Oh God, it's definitely sour. You know what? I've had enough. I've had enough to make my decision. This was awful. That was awful. It was hard as a rock. The flavor was definitely there. Like if you like sour, that's the way to go. But it's double bubble, and the gum is just hard as a rock, and it's hard to chew, and you're just hit with sourness. But it was a nice level of sourness where it didn't, like whenever with sour candies they make it where it's like so sour that it's like more acidic and like burns your cheek in a way almost. It was a nice level of sour where like, ooh, that was a bit tangy and a bit sour, but it just, because it was double bubble gum, which already sucks as its own. So I'm gonna have to put that in a F tier. Going back to nerds, we have the aquarium gravel itself, the classic nerd candy. I'm gonna be trying the grape ones because I like grape, not bad. Now I have let's start a debate. When eating these, okay, the box is open. How do you eat these? Do you pour them in your hand and then do the little dad shake thing, with your hand and then toss them in your mouth? Or do you just do it like a heathen, like I do, and just down the hatch like this? That was a bad idea. I regretted putting all those in my mouth at once. Why do I keep saying these things? I'm asking to just get clipped out of context. I need to work on how I speak. But that is not besides the point. That's besides the point. The Nerd Originals, I think, would have to go in B tier. I feel like I'm just eating aquarium gravel, but the flavor is really nice and all that, and I wouldn't be really disappointed with getting this in my Halloween bucket. So it's a solid candy, like it's all around just kind of nice. Next up, we have the classic Tootsie Rolls. All right, this one looks like it's in better shape. Still rough, but better. All right, this is one of the most common candies in your Halloween bucket. So let's give it a try. I'm only gonna bite off like part of it because this is a lot of candy. You know what? I'm probably gonna put Tootsie Rolls in C. Like, it's a give it or take it kind of candy. Like, I'm not gonna complain that it's in my Halloween bucket, but I would probably trade it off with my sister. Like, hey, I'll give you my Tootsie Rolls for a fill in the blank. So yeah, I'm probably gonna put Tootsie Rolls in C. Actually, as I'm sitting here trying to chew it, it gets stuck in your teeth a lot. Ugh. Which, I hate candy like that. So I'm going to bump it down to a D. Tootsie Rolls are going to go in D. Alright, up next we have the Caramel Apple Pops, the Tootsie Roll ones. And from what I've heard, from like customers and just employees, they said that either the Golden Delicious or the Green Apple are going to be the best ones to try. And I'm feeling some Green Apple. Let's try the Green Apple. Try to like back away from the other flavor. This looks interesting packaging wise. This looks a bit concerning. How do I even open this thing? Do I just rip into it? Oh god. How do I get into you? How do I do this? You know what? We're just gonna rip into it. Ugh. This looks disgusting. Look at that. Look at that. Just that green. Like they just slapped like a Jolly Rancher in the middle and then put Tootsie Roll around it. This does not look good at all, but let's give it a try. I don't know how to eat this. Like, how am I gonna do this? I can't bite into it. I'm just gonna lick it. I don't know how I feel about it. because it's just mainly just flavoring up my saliva. You know, because I don't know where to put this, and I don't know how to rank this, I think the best choice to make here would probably be C. It's like it's okay. Like, it's not the best, it's not amazing and all that like everyone has been hyping it up as, but it's not the worst. I mean, I'm not a big sucker guy. Oh, excuse me. Sugar burp. That was awful. Okay, excuse me. Pardon me. But I don't like suckers that much, but it's not awful. Not something I would be thrilled to have. You know what? No. I've decided, because I can't really get the flavor from it. It's just basically saliva. That's really what all suckers are, is flavoring your saliva and enjoying it that way. And couldn't really get to the apple, the green apple, like everyone's hyping it up. So that already failed, and it's a sucker. So I'm putting these in F tier. You know what? I've decided. F tier. These, what were they called again? They suck so much, I can't even remember the name. The caramel apple pops are in F tier. Up next, we have the goated classic pumpkin Reese's Pieces Peanut Butter Cup, the Halloween edition. These are the GOAT. I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. They're one of my favorite candy because I love peanut butter and I love chocolate, and it's just an amazing combo. It is overall just amazing. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing with all this candy, I'm just going to put it in a bowl together. Well, of course, separating chocolate from non-chocolate and just leaving it at work so that you're not typing your comment like, oh, you're wasting candy, you're wasting all this candy, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to give it to people at work. And there's our pumpkin. Sweet little pumpkin. All right. That's the shit right there. That's the shit. It's not getting stuck in my teeth. It's very smooth. It's slick. The chocolate to peanut butter ratio is there. This is an obvious S tier. Reese's will forever be S tier. If there is Reese's in my Halloween bucket, that is a candy I will probably hide away and then be like, okay, here's what I have to offer to my sister. Because I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. They are goated. Up next is something that I forgot to mention in the beginning of this, because I forgot about it until I was throwing it away, is this like candy wax mouth vampire looking thing. Like, look at that. That just looks awful. I remember getting a couple of these as a kid, and I don't remember much about it. You know, I just wanted, you know what? Is this what you wanted? Like your video. That tastes awful. Doesn't even sit right in my mouth. I don't even know if this counts as candy. I don't know or not, but the vampire teeth, was it? Okay, got a little card in here. Let's take this out. That just, ugh. Even texture and all. Wait, they gave me 2 cards? What the hell? I can compute complex equations, addition, subtraction, number. My circuits go back up for these fangs I adore. A little corny card. Alright. Wax fangs, play now, chew later. Hell no. No one is chewing that. No one is eating that. That is F. The vampire fangs are F. They shouldn't even be up here on this board, but you know, it's a Halloween candy thing. So, candy. But you know, it's no, don't get this. If I ever got this in my Halloween bucket, I'm throwing it away immediately. I'm throwing it away immediately. Now, if you guys have been keeping track on all the candy that we have gone through, there leaves only one more. And it is not a mystery because you can clearly see my lap right now and see the bag that I'm holding. So this reveal was pointless. It is candy corn. And you're probably wondering, Mocha, please tell me you hate candy corn. Or you're maybe thinking, Mocha, please tell me you love candy corn. I need to know your grand reveal and your overall thoughts on candy corn. Is it goated? Is it not goated? Is it a mid candy? All these things you may be wondering. And I will tell you that candy corn isn't really a candy that you would find in your Halloween bucket because they don't really have like the little like snack size bags for them. It's just usually like a bag like this that's where it's a bunch of them in there. So it's not really something you would get from trick-or-treating. It's more of something that like your grandma would have or like your mom would have in like a bowl somewhere. And you just go through and grab like a couple. I would say candy corn. It's an okay candy. I'm not just saying this for like just to please the audience. I think truly that like it's a mid candy. Like it's not great. Like it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Like I'm sitting on the fence with this one. I think I would put this honestly. My honest answer and opinion is C tier. Candy corn in C tier. Like I take it or leave it. Not that great. It's not the worst. Like if someone offered me candy corn, depending on my mood and the setting, and who it is, I might say, yeah, sure, give me some candy corn. I might say, no, I'll pass. Actually, you know, as the taste is lingering, and just that, I don't know, the initial flavor is not horrible. Texture-wise, it's kind of bad. But as is lingering, this flavor and this candy, and the more I'm thinking about it, if someone were to offer me candy corn, I will most likely turn it down more than accept candy corn. So I think I have to put candy corn. Ooh, I'm looking at this list. Is it in the same category as Double Bubble, Sour, Caramel Apple Pops, and the Wax Teeth? No, I wouldn't say it's F tier. I would put candy corn in D tier. Like 9 out of 10 times I'll say no to candy corn. Yeah, it's just not for me. I don't like it. It also could be because I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 other candies. But candy corn's not for me. I'm not feeling it, so I'm going to put it in D tier. Over on either side of the screen, depending on where I decide to put it, is the final full list of candy and where I would rank them. Do you agree with this list? Do you think it's awful? Let me know down in the comments, and also let me know your favorite candy. And yeah, I would love to see what you have to say about it. Yeah, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, and if you want more playlists, more tier lists, at the end of this video, whenever my outro plays out, there will be a playlist for my different tier lists that I've done. So if you want more tier lists like this, go check out that playlist. And if you have another idea, something that you want me to do as a tier list, let me know in the comments as well. Because I love making these videos and I love doing these tier lists. So any feedback would be very much welcome. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.